Good morning, dear students. This lecture is for class 11th, subject accountancy, financial statement with adjustment, lecture first. In this lecture, we will discuss the 5 adjustments of financial statement. In the previous lecture, we have discussed how to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Now, I will tell you how to record the adjustment in trading profit and loss account and balance sheet. All the 5 adjustments, that is closing stock, outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, depreciation and accrued income, we will discuss in this video. Now first I will tell you what is the adjustment. Before discussing closing stock, I'll tell you first what is adjustment. See, in order to ascertain the true profit and loss of the business for a particular year, it is necessary that all expenses and income related to that year are taken into consideration. For example, if we want to ascertain the net profit for the year ended on 31st March and rent for the month of March has not yet been paid, it would be proper to include such rent along with the other expenses of the year. Similarly, it often happens that certain income like interest, dividend, commission, etc. are earned but not received during the year. Adjustment for such income must be made in the current year itself so that the profit and loss account may disclose the correct amount of net profit or loss, and the balance sheet may present the true financial position of the business. Simply stated, while preparing final account, it must be deducted whether there is a transaction which has been omitted to be recorded in the book, or which has been wrongly recorded in the book, or of which only one aspect has been recorded in the book. Entry will pass, and such transaction is called adjustment entry. Some of the objective of adjustment are to ascertain the true net profit and loss of the business, to ascertain the true financial position of the business, to make a record of the transaction omitted for the business, and to rectify the error committed in the book of account, to provide depreciation, provision, etc. So this is the adjustment. Now let us discuss the first adjustment, that is closing stock. Closing stock. The amount of good unsold at the end of the year is called closing stock. It is the value at cost price or realizable value, whichever is less. For example, certain goods were purchased for 1 lakh, but its realizable value is 1,20,000. Then its value at 1 lakh will be recorded instead of 1,20,000. So the treatment in the final account will be, generally the closing stock is given outside the trial balance. This is so because closing stock is valued at end of the year after the account has been closed. So as such, closing will be shown in 2 places, on the credit side of trading account and on the asset side of balance sheet. See, closing stock will be shown on the credit side of trading account and asset side of balance sheet. I hope it is clear. See, closing stock, again I will repeat, the amount of unsold good at the end of the year. Two effects. One effect is shown on the credit side of trading account and shown in the asset side of balance sheet. Next transaction is adjustment is outstanding expenses. See, outstanding expenses is benefit of such expenses has been derived during the year, but payment has not been made. These are the expenses which have been incurred during the year but have been left unpaid on the date of preparation of final account. In other words, the benefit of such expenses has been derived during the year but the payment of which has not been made. For example, the firm pay rent at rate of 1,000 per month if during the accounting year ended on 31st March only 11 month rent amounted to rupee 11,000 has been paid. So rent for 1 month, that is 1,000, will be remain outstanding at the end of the year. This is outstanding expenses. Now again, it will be recorded in the two side, that is first one, add in the concerned expenses on the debit side of trading and profit and loss account, and on the other side it will shown in the liability side of balance sheet. I hope it is also clear. Now the next adjustment is prepaid expenses, or you can call it unexpired expenses or expenses paid in advance for the next year. Means next year expenses will be paid in that year. That is your prepaid expenses. See, these are the expenses which has been paid in advance for the next year during the current year itself. In other words, the benefit of such payment will be available in the next accounting year. Treatment of final account. Prepaid expenses on the one hand will be deducted, or you can say less, in the concerned expenses on the debit side of trading profit and loss account. On the other hand, it will be shown in the asset side of balance sheet. So these are the two treatment of prepaid expenses, and as you all know, prepaid expenses is a personal account because it represents those persons to whom the payment has been made in advance. Now the next adjustment is depreciation. See, depreciation is fall in the value of assets. Depreciation is the loss of our fixed assets due to their constant use or expiry of time. So the treatment of depreciation will be, depreciation on the one hand will be shown in the debit side of profit and loss account because it is the loss or expenses, and on the other hand it will also be deducted in the concerned assets on the balance sheet. In the asset side, see, deducted from concerned assets on the asset side of balance sheet. Now the next, that is the fifth adjustment. This is accrued income or income receivable. This is your fifth adjustment. What does it means? It is a quite common that certain item of income such as interest on security, commission, rent, etc. are earned during the current year but have not actually been received at the end of the current year. So such income is known as accrued income or earned income. See, income earned but not received in the current year. The treatment of accrued income in final account will be, first, such income one hand will be shown on the credit side of profit and loss account, and on the other hand it will be shown on the asset side of balance sheet because the amount is yet to be received, means you will receive that amount in future. See, add in the concerned income in the credit side of profit and loss account and shown in the asset side of balance sheet. These are the two treatment of accrued income in final account. I hope these 5 adjustments will be clear to you. Which one? See, first is your closing stock. First it will be shown in the credit side of trading account and then asset side of balance sheet. Then your outstanding expenses, add in the concerned expenses on the debit side of trading account and liability side of balance sheet. The third is prepaid expenses, less in the concerned expenses on the debit side of trading account and asset side of balance sheet, shown in the asset side of balance sheet. Depreciation, shown in the debit side of profit and loss account and deducted from concerned assets on the asset side of balance sheet. And the last one, accrued income or income receivable, that is, add in the concerned income in the credit side of profit and loss account and shown in the asset side of balance sheet. These are the 5 transactions, 5 adjustments. Now let us discuss all the remaining adjustment in the next video. Till then you will solve illustration or question number first related to these adjustment. Thank you.